Brandon, looks like you maybe found some wind damage. Where are you?
Okay, Lacey, so this is going to be Melrose and MacArthur. I don't know that if it's wind damage or that it's a possibility that the water at one time was so high and moving through this area. There's numerous houses that are under, they got about 8 to 10 inches of water up around their porches.
Oh, no.
And we also noticed that there's some signs, though, that have been blown over. So this could be a small area of some of that wind damage, just in a localized area. It looks like this awning either had one of the legs swept out from underneath it from the rushing water, or maybe the wind caught it just right and was able to lift it just enough to weaken it and allow it to collapse. But as I pan up here to the right just a little bit, you'll be able to tell, and I haven't been over here before, but you can see these street signs too. They're completely leaning. One on one side of the road's leaning one way, and then the other side of the road is leaning the exact opposite. And then there is I guess it's like a guardrail that's completely twisted too, all right here in the same area, along with the amount of debris that's been caught up in this fence.
Yeah, they got hit with wind and flooding.
Yeah, so, there was a significant amount of water and wind that came through here. This is just north of where the power outages really began down around Meridian. So this may have been the beginning of what ended up being more widespread just about a mile to the southeast. Back to you.
There's going to be so much cleanup today. And
hey,
just
Lacey.
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Hank.
So this is Hank. Just to make a note, that same area that Brandon's in is where we had the tornado back, I believe, February 12th of this year.
That's right.
That Service King and all of those areas, that's where that tornado was. So that neighborhood has had a rough go.
They've taken a beating
this year.
Yes, absolutely. You wonder if there may still be some of the issues there from that. Not what we're seeing in Brandon's shot, that's for sure. But folks were hit so very hard in this exact same area. That's a great point. So this time we know there was big hail. A lot of that leaf debris is likely due to that hail core that went right over that area. And we had golf ball, tennis ball, and maybe some baseball sized hailstones mixed in there. And that can cause the tree debris across the roads and everything to look like that. And it was driven by at least 60, if not 70 mile-per-hour winds, and may have some gusts higher than that. So right now, you're seeing it live as trackers are out, coming back in through the aftermath behind these storms, monitoring the area, still seeing some flooded roadways. That's still a hazard. Down power lines, street lights out because of lack of power in so many areas.